Welcome to Before the Council, a reading of the Revere City Council agenda for the meeting of Monday, December 3rd, 2018. There are 24 items on the agenda this week. Coverage begins at 5 p.m. with the Legislative Affairs Subcommittee meeting, chaired by Councilor Anthony T. Zambuto. He's scheduled to be joined by Councilor Joanne M. McKenna, Councilor Stephen Morabito, Councilor Charles J. Patch Sr., and Councilor John F. Powers. The committee will discuss the following items. First, pursuant to Council Order 18-011, this is regarding an ordinance relative to abandoned bicycles. Second, pursuant to Council Order 18-037, an ordinance relative to snow, slush, and ice removal on sidewalks. And third, pursuant to Council Order 18-393, this is the proposed amendment to an ordinance relative to snow, slush, and ice removal on sidewalks. At 5:30, we move on to the Ways and Means Subcommittee meeting, chaired by Councilor Daniel Rizzo. Also on the committee, Councilor Arthur F. Guanasso, Councilor Stephen Morabito, Councilor Charles J. Patch Sr., and Councilor George J. Rotundo, Jr. The committee will discuss the following item. Pursuant to Council Order 18-361, this is regarding the communication from the Retirement Board requesting acceptance of Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 32, Section 20, Subsection 6, relative to compensation of the Retirement Board members. At 5:45, it's time for the Appointments Subcommittee meeting, chaired by Councilor Arthur F. Guanasso. Also, Councilor Patrick M. Keefe, Jr., Councilor Joanne M. McKenna, Councilor Stephen Morabito, and Councilor Anthony T. Zambuto. The committee will consider the following appointment. Pursuant to Council Order 18-394, this is regarding the reappointment of Mr. William Reedy to the Historical Commission. Please note that in order for an appointment to be confirmed by the full City Council, the appointee must attend the Appointments Subcommittee meeting. At 6 o'clock, we move on to the Revere City Council meeting, which begins with a salute to the flag, and calendar item number 1, the roll call of members. Calendar item number 2, the approval of the journal of the regular meeting held on November 26, 2018. Calendar item number 3. Pursuant to Council Order 18-380, a certificate of commendation will be presented to Ms. Carol A. Ty for her almost 60 years of dedicated service in the Revere Public School System as an educator, superintendent of public schools, and a member of the Revere School Committee. Public hearings, calendar item number 4. Pursuant to Council Order 18-395, a hearing is called as ordered on the application of Aray Bahavasar, doing business as Revere Beach Food Mart, requesting permission from the City Council to install an awning at number 161 Shirley Avenue. Legislative Affairs Subcommittee report, calendar item number 5. Pursuant to Council Order 18-011, an ordinance relative to abandoned bicycles. Calendar item number 6. Pursuant to Council Order 18-037, an ordinance relative to snow, slush, and ice on sidewalks. And calendar item number 7. Pursuant to Council Order 18-393, the motion presented by Council Vice President McKenna and Council President Giannino that the following amendment is offered for the proposed ordinance relative to snow and ice removal on sidewalks under Section B. Requirements for ice discharge water from sump pump pipes shall be redirected away from public sidewalks and/or streets, causing unsafe or hazardous conditions to pedestrians and vehicles. Section A, requirements for snow and/or slush. Manager and tenant are removed from this section. The owner of the property is solely responsible for the clearing of snow and slush in accordance with this section. Now, the Ways and Means Subcommittee report, calendar item number 8, pursuant to Council Order 18-361. This is regarding the communication from the Retirement Board requesting acceptance of Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 32, Section 20, Subsection 6, relative to Retirement Board member compensation. Next, the Appointments Subcommittee report. Calendar item number 9, pursuant to Council Order 18-394, the reappointment of Mr. William Reedy to the Historical Commission for a 3-year term. Rule 23 committee reports in accordance with the provisions of Rule number 23 of the City Council Rules of Order. The following motions or communications are being reported out of committee with a recommendation to be placed on file. Calendar item number 10. Pursuant to Council Order 18-069, the motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that a citizen review board be established. Further, that an online citizen complaint form be placed online and be utilized to make complaints and suggestions or compliments regarding any city employee. Calendar item number 11, pursuant to Council Order 18-162. This is regarding the communication from the mayor relative to the Revere Police Organizational Review. Calendar item number 12, pursuant to Council Order 18-219. This is regarding the motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the City Council and the City of Revere conduct a 4-month construction moratorium on properties 6 units or larger to study the effect of traffic, EMS run times, fires related to wood frame construction and large-scale developments, and impacts to local water sewer infrastructure. Likewise, study the effects these developments or future developments will have on our school system, the proliferation of rodents, and quality of life in Revere. Additionally, identify every possible developable piece of land, lot, or property for potential development in Revere in order to gain community input and education on the best and highest use of properties in Revere. Furthermore, to develop a structured plan of uses of individual property within a certain zoned area. Lastly, to conduct community hearings and community surveys regarding the development of various properties in the city, assisting the direction of development and zoning while ensuring the highest and best use of a property, but most importantly, a higher quality of life. Calendar item number 13, pursuant to Council Order 18-231. This is a motion presented by Councilor Keith and Councilor Guanasso that the mayor request the city solicitor to revise Boston's short-term rental ordinance to be applicable to the city of Revere. There has been a steady increase in the number of homes and condominiums being purchased for the sole purpose of operating short-term rental businesses, thus reducing housing stock for families and individuals looking to purchase a property in Revere to live permanently. Boston's new short-term rental ordinance addresses this aspect of the short-term rental problem. Calendar item number 14, pursuant to Council Order 18-257. This is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the City of Revere change its building code to mandate any buildings with 50 units or more must maintain an AED in its lobby. Calendar item number 15, pursuant to Council Order 18-263. This is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the mayor, the fire chief, and the chief of police meet in executive session to speak about the security profile at the very successful Sandcastle event. Calendar item number 16, pursuant to Council Order 18-280. Motion presented by Councilor Morabito that the mayor requests Mass Department of Transportation to investigate the feasibility of reallowing a U-turn on North Shore Road between Charlotte Street and Revere Street for traffic traveling northbound on Route 1A. Residents traveling to their homes in the lower Ward 5 neighborhood must wait in severely congested Revere Street traffic. Further, this would help alleviate the traffic in the Revere Street area by not forcing certain traffic northbound. Calendar item number 17, pursuant to Council Order 18-281. This is a motion presented by Council President Janino, Council Vice President McKenna, that the mayor requests Department of Public Works to investigate the feasibility of using a more visible paint color for crosswalks. The Revere Beautification Committee and the Beachmont Improvement Committee would like to see a brighter color, such as red, to draw more attention to the sidewalks. And this has been Rule 23 committee reports in accordance with the provisions of Rule 23 of the City Council Rules of Order. The preceding motions or communications were reported out of committee with a recommendation to be placed on file. Calendar item number 18, pursuant to Council Order 18-396. This is a communication from the City Auditor relative to Transportation Network Infrastructure Fund appropriation dated November 28, 2018. Dear Councilor Janino, City Council President, Under Chapter 187 of the Acts of 2016, certain transportation network companies must pay an assessment for each ride originating within the city of Revere, as well as all cities and towns in the Commonwealth. Per the Division of Local Services at the Department of Revenue, these funds are considered receipts reserved for appropriation and are to be used to address the impact of transportation network services on municipal roads, bridges, and other transportation infrastructure. As a result of this assessment, the city of Revere received $72,214 that must be appropriated by the end of the calendar year 2018. Therefore, I respectfully request favorable action on appropriating $72,214 to account 40011-497000, Roadway Capital Fund. I will be in attendance at the December 3rd council meeting to answer any questions. Best regards, Richard Ziskay, City Auditor, Budget Director. Calendar item number 19. Pursuant to Council Order 18-397, this is a communication from the mayor regarding a parking ticket amnesty program dated November 29th, 2018. Members of the City Council, enclosed is a draft order seeking council approval to implement a parking ticket amnesty program to waive up to $30 per ticket on a maximum of 5 tickets in exchange for a donation of a single unused toy of similar or greater value that will be distributed to needy children throughout the school department. This amnesty program will begin upon your approval of the council order and extend through the end of business December 21st, 2018. A similar program in Salem, which waived parking violations fees in exchange for donations to local food pantries, was a big success and also raised additional revenue for the city because it motivated people to pay existing fines. This amnesty program comports with the spirit of the holidays and provides individuals who owe fees an incentive to pay their tickets. At the same time, the program bestows a holiday gift for needy children. Any extra revenue for the city is a bonus. This practice has been used in Massachusetts and other communities across the country as a way to provide residents and others with a benefit that eases the burden of pending fines. I recommend adoption of the enclosed order, and thank you for your consideration of this request. Sincerely, Mayor Brian M. Arrigo. Calendar item number 20. Pursuant to Council Order 18-402, this is a communication from the Election Commissioner requesting approval to move from the Freeman Street Fire Station to the Turkish Cultural Center, also known as St. Teresa's Church, dated December 3rd, 2018. Dear Honorable Revere City Councilors, in accordance with Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 54, Section 24, Designation of Polling Places, the Board of Election Commissioners is requesting your approval to move the Ward 5 Precinct 2A polling location from the Freeman Street Fire Station to Freeman Street to the Turkish Cultural Center, 500 Revere Street, formerly St. Teresa's Church. Once approved, the following changes will take place. A notice will be sent to every voter affected by the change. The central voter registry system will be updated with the new name and address so that all letters generated to voters will reflect the change, and notices will be posted on the doors of the Freeman Street Fire Station, reminding voters of the change. The Turkish Cultural Center offers plenty of parking in the rear of the building and off-street parking on Ford Street. The area is less congested during peak voting hours. It is safer for voters to enter and exit the building away from rush hour traffic on North Shore Road. It offers a warm, spacious, and comfortable room to hold the voting sessions, and in general is a more suitable location for voters, candidates, and poll workers. In September 2018, I met with Mr. Bekir Sanatas, director of the Boston Dialogue Foundation, to seek his approval on the move. Mr. Sanatas required the approval of his board of directors, which he obtained in November of 2018. The Board of Election Commissioners is excited about the change and is looking forward to working with Mr. Sanatas. As we get closer to Election Day in 2019, the Board of Election Commissioners will meet at the facility to discuss the setup for the polling location. The Board of Election Commissioners looks forward to a favorable reply, respectfully submitted by Diane R. Colella, the Election Commissioner for the city of Revere. Motions. Calendar item number 21. Pursuant to Council Order 18-399, this is a motion presented by Councilor Keefe, that the mayor requests the Traffic Commission to repeal the provision of the Commercial Vehicle Parking Ordinance, which allows for the permitting of take-home company vehicles not registered to the city of Revere. Calendar item number 22. Pursuant to Council Order 18-400, this is a motion presented by Councilor Morabito, that the mayor requests the police department to place speed traps on Harris Street, Patriot Parkway, Prospect Avenue, and Suffolk Avenue as a safety measure to reduce vehicles speeding in four named residential neighborhoods. Calendar item number 23, pursuant to Council Order 18-401, motion presented by Councilor Powers that the mayor requests a representative from D'Ambrosio Brown Law Firm to appear before the City Council on the following properties: 29 Thayer Avenue and 585 North Shore Road. And calendar item number 24, pursuant to Council Order 18-403, this is a motion presented by Councilor Keefe that the City Council award a certificate of commendation to Mr. Jeff D'Agostino for his 39-plus years of service to the community through the Revere Youth Basketball Program. And this has been before the Council. A reading of the Revere City Council agenda for the meeting of Monday, December 3rd, 2018. I'm Rick Promise, and I'll see you at the Council.